What's up, everybody? It's your boy CI. Hope everybody's having a good day out there today and all of that. So, this is not my typical thing that I do, but there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed. I'm a man that always has a lot to say. Um, so, first and foremost, um, if you look at the state of our world and where some people where they stand with you, you know what I'm saying? It makes you kind of wonder if people are really loyal to you like they say they are. And the big homie, shout out to Nino Brown. um I look up to Nino Brown because he talks about a lot of different things, a lot of motivational things. Same way with brother Hassan Campbell. I just got through watching videos about him. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do my own thing today. So most people won't start believing in what you do until you start making the money from it. And how I look at it is like, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I record music, I do all of these different things. And it's not my business nor my obligation to tell you how much money I made and haven't made off of it. You know, I feel like, if you wasn't there with me through the struggle, why would you want to be there with me during the success? And it's kind of like I look at it as, well, people won't start supporting you until they start seeing the money starts coming in. Um, and like we were saying earlier, I've did a radio podcast show with Platinum Radio with Bruce Anderson. And basically what I was saying was the exact same thing. The music industry is a buy here, pay here system. And it's a lot of corruption that goes on in the industry. A lot of people are just, worried about the money and all of that, like the fame behind it. But they don't realize what you have to go through in order to get to where you want to be. A lot of people don't know what you have to do in order to be famous. And then you have some people that will undermine or discredit your ability on how great you really can be, because they're like, well, if you're not up there getting the Grammy Awards, or if you're not up there doing songs with these artists that are already well known, obviously you're not good enough. But see, they don't know the dark side of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood is a lot like politics. You have to say one thing to get to where you want to be, and you have to do another to stay relevant. And that's where a lot of people don't realize how the music industry really, really is. It's kind of hard to explain to people because they'll still never understand it. But I don't sit back and I don't waste a whole lot of time on telling people the ins and outs of the music industry. It's all about, there's the gatekeepers of the music industry. It's people that you have to go through, certain levels that you have to go through in order to get to where you want to be. And a lot of people, whether it's your family members, whether it's people in your communities, a lot of them will never support you because they don't believe in you. They don't support you because they're afraid of what you'll become. And that's just the way that it is. And I pretty much have accepted my role, because especially the ones that are on social media, They really don't know me from a can of spray paint, and I really don't know them neither. But the point of the matter is I could be a marked man, where whether it's the government or the secret society or people that I've been speaking out against, people in the music industry, they may see these videos and they may view me as a threat. I don't know. But I know from my own personal experience of what I went through in this industry, um, it's a lot of stuff that you have to do in order to get to where you want to be. But a lot of people will never understand that because they're too infatuated with the fame. They don't know that people think that you making millions of dollars, that you're being successful, but they don't realize that these people have to check in with the gatekeeper, with the oath keepers. People don't realize that they have to check in with these people every whether it's every month, every year. You have to renew your subscription. You have to sign that contract in blood. You have to do homosexual activities in order to get to where you want to be. You have to tell fictitious lies. You got people like Jay-Z, who is openly admitting that they're part of the New World Order or the new Illuminati, as he told Van Jones. But these people, they will never get it. They still want to underestimate and undermine other people's ability to get where they want to be. And I have to remember that the people that are not here with me during the struggle won't be present with me during my successful years. I'm successful because I refuse to be an industrial slave. My parents tried to teach me, oh, well, the going to college, getting a job, joining the military. It's the same thing that they taught you in high school. So I kind of like, I just sit back and I just let people be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and I let people be ignorant. Because it's up to them to make the choice. Why would you want to work for 40 or 50 years for somebody that really don't care about you, and then you wait till your older years to start living out your dream? Well, by that time, you only have a certain amount of time left on the earth. I was brainwashed. I didn't know anything about being an entrepreneur or being your own boss or anything like that. So it took me years to finally figure everything out on tips of being successful. I had to teach myself that. But a lot of the Hollywood celebrities that you see, they would be lying to you to say that they got there by themselves. And it's a lie. Like, people think that all of the hit records that are on the radio are hit records. They think that these people are actually have gifts and talents that they just solely relied on gifts and talents to get them to where they want to be. That is simply not true. They had to be introduced by the gatekeepers. They had to be introduced by members of the secret society, because once you get to a certain level of degree where you're starting to gain fans and money or reputation, that's when they come after you. And you could be a struggling artist like me. I don't work a regular job. I used to be an industrial slave. I worked for $7.50 an hour. All my money went to child support or back taxes. So I was basically working for nothing. I was killing myself for pennies on a dollar. And when I announced that I stopped working at that job where it was racially biased, you don't believe of how much heat I caught from my family. Because a lot of them have been programmed to think that the way to riches and glory and true prosperity is to be an industrial slave. I understand you got to do things that you got to do to put food on the table. That's the way that the system was designed. It designed to where black people can't be lazy. Black people have to be out there working every day, like the slaves, like we were on the plantation. But a lot of these Christians that are out there that are basically hypocrites. You go through Monday through Saturday hating people of color, and then Sunday you're sitting up there in church like holier than thou. Franklin Graham, the son of TV evangelist Billy Graham, sits up and says God chose Trump to be in office. Well, what happened to Obama? None of the evangelicals didn't support President Obama because he was black. Let's just call a spade a spade. But these are the things that people don't want to talk about. They don't want to face the true reality because they have been brainwashed by the powers that be. Television, social media. I see so many people out there put their business on social media, and I don't care about your job. I don't care what God you pray to. I don't care about Christianity. I don't care if you bought a new car. I don't care about your kids. I don't care about your relationship. I don't care if you're married, have a boyfriend, have a girlfriend. I don't care about that. Let's talk about making some money. Let's talk about making a better world for future generations. They don't do that because it all still ties in with white supremacy. You know, I'm a businessman. I go out here and I sell my products every day. At the age of 41, I got many years to go. We live in an area where if because of who you are, if you're black, you're automatically inferior to those who are non-black. Where I'm from, we're not taught to dream. We're only taught to conform to what our mothers and fathers did and the ancestors that came before them. Work, raise a family, be miserable, have a blind eye when it comes to racism and discrimination. That's what we are taught. We are taught that. To be a yes, master boss. Yes, master boss. That's what we're taught. And then you got somebody like me that comes around and breaks the cycle. Then it becomes a problem. Oh, he's not working a regular job. He works for himself. How does he make his money? See, one thing I notice about black people and white people, and I'm not a racist. You could pull up in a brand new car, brand new house. White people look at you like, yeah, okay. Some of them may call you a nigga, or they think, well, he's selling drugs or something. How did he get that? Okay. But then then the black people, they'll want to know how you got it. They'll ask you, well, what are you doing? How are you getting your money? What are you doing? They do that to me because they hate the fact that they have to be tied down on a relationship for 8 hours a day. And I don't have to do that. To me, I would rather die before I become another industrial slave. I was an industrial slave from 1993 all the way up to 2015. The jobs, I don't care if I didn't graduate from college or not. Even if I graduated from college, it still wouldn't be something that I wanted to do. And now I'm in $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in debt. Which technically America has the money and the resources to get to pay for your education. Norway and Denmark do. Canada, they have free healthcare. They have free college tuition. But we don't, because it's all about making money off the backs of the poor working people. It's a Robin Hood society. The rich take from the poor to give back to the rich to make them richer. And these people neglect themselves 8 hours a day to please somebody else and forget about their dreams. I know guys who work all these jobs because they don't want to be under that pressure. They made a mistake. They're thinking, man, I got all these kids. I got a nagging woman. I made a mistake. Some guys work all these jobs just to get away from these women. You know? So my advice is I don't pretend to know everything. But one thing I do know is I was a born leader. I've always went against the grain, and I didn't give a damn what anybody said or thought about it. Most people don't support me because they don't like me. Most people don't support me and my family because they got a personal vendetta against me. And see, the trolls, I look at as trolling. See, if trolls are haters, if you're doing something right and you got trolls or haters, if you're doing something and you got trolls or haters, obviously you're doing something right. Like I got jumped by guys back in the day. And they had no idea of who I was. They didn't even know that my blood that was on them even made them resurrected as well. They didn't even know that. That my blood on them even made them resurrected. So I have a story to tell. I have a lot to say. And I'm going to continue to keep on saying it. I'm going to continue to keep on speaking out the truth when it comes to people. All these people, they'll sit up there and say, oh, we support you. We love you. You're our friend. They'll call you babe. They call you honey. They'll do all this stuff like that. Snakes don't hiss anymore. They either call you babe, bro, or whatever type of name. They don't call you, they don't support you like that. They'll tell you there's a difference between followers and supporters. I think I've talked about this a million times. So you have to learn the difference between the two because it's not the same. And I work hard every single day with limited finances, if not none at all. And I'm still able to do what I'm doing. So if you got haters or trolls, people that are trolling you, you must be doing something right. Because trust me, my own nephew tried to come at me. But see, I got ways of how I deal with stuff. I'm a general at war. So I got ways of how I deal with stuff. Boy, is he going to be in it for a big surprise. Let me tell you. Come tomorrow, he's going to be in for a big surprise. So, with that being said, it's your boy CI. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find my music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. If you want to purchase a copy of my new album, Smash 'Em All, the album is $10 or $16 plus the shipping and handling. You can email me and find out more about it at CobraImmortal1@gmail.com. That's CobraImmortal1@gmail.com. Believe in yourself. Forget the people in your family that don't support you, because I'm telling you, forget, even if your homeboys try to second guess what you got going on, always remember that if you got trolls or haters, you're doing something right. You don't have to buy a CD from me, because guess what? I'm my own boss and I'm already successful. So you don't have to worry about not supporting me, because guess what? There's people in the world that do. Man, y'all holler back, man. It's your boy CI. Yay! Peace. Y'all have a good one.